Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Grand Tactician, the Civil War, where we have recently liberating Covington. We just get a notification about a disaster at Fort Delaware there, we can skip that. Where we had our first foray as part of the Second Corps here. We are bloodied our new troops. And we pushed them hard, we pushed them to breaking point, to be fair. But they did a very good job, regardless of the fact that they broke in the end. So we're very pleased with the result. I suspect it's going to be a little bit of R&R now required to get our readiness back and get our troop numbers increased. So it might be a few months before we're actually in on any more action. But we have been shifted west from the kind of Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley into the kind of center of America here, and trying to start maybe the liberation of Kentucky. We shall see. But there's a few admin things I want to do. So we have garnered kind of 700 odd prestige, so I did want to expand our headquarters staff because our own ranking, apart from being famous, is pretty abysmal. You do lose some of this stuff when you get promoted, which we have recently been, which is probably why it's so low. But so let's start getting it ticking in the right direction, and having staff helps with that. Now, the only problem is our staff available to us aren't particularly great either, but we can pick in a few people. So we've got really a 1-star, and that's about it, and then an almost a star. Yeah, these are pretty rubbish. Well, let's grab Mr. John Reynolds there, and who should we take? Oh, you've even got a portrait. Even though you're bad at your job. But I'll take you because you've got a face. I like faces. So these guys will... Oh, they've already gone up to 2. That's interesting. Definitely weren't a 2-star when I hired you. So that was a little bit expensive for prestige time, but it will slowly improve us overall. And will help us going forward. I suspect we'll get into probably at least one more scuffle before the year is out. I suspect, you know, if things were going sensibly, the army would continue to push to Kentucky and try and kick the Confederate force out there. But seeing the way being deployed so far in the game, who knows where we're going to end up? And there's a vast array of Union forces kicking about late in '63 as well. But we're going to stay there. On the other side of our personal front, we're currently gambling to try and increase our funds. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with the money. There's nothing in particular we're looking to kind of buy. It might be useful just to have a couple $100s in hand. Alternatively, we could turn into prestige. Oh, these are going a bit funny. I'm not sure there's anything else we desperately need. Some of the better ones in terms of studying are quite expensive. We don't really have the money for that. So there we go. So, well, it is September. I will sit here and let as the army replenish itself. Oh, actually, before we do any further... Oh, excellent. Money. Let's have a very quick look, and I can't remember if we did this with tail end last or not, to see if there is any upgrades we can give our cavalry force. No. Don't want musketoons. Okay. What about our cannon? Oh, they did very well, actually, with these top weapon howitzers. I could downgrade to 12s or field guns. No, I'll keep them as they are, thanks. Okay, now how are our lads looking? Okay, we've still got best part of north of 2,000 of them both when the disabled recover. Grand. Okay, well, there's not much for it then, apart from me to put in another cut and let you know when the army decides to get on the move again. Oh, it's a big swing right here. How's Virginia looking? Confederates have kind of... firmed up their control of Richmond to Fredericksburg, which we had lost at one point. Washington is still Union, which is good to see. But there's... Oh! What is going on up here? Someone's decided to capture Dover. Okay, I'll not ask. Grand. Alright, I'll put in a quick cut, and I'll see you shortly. Alright, we're into the 15th of October, and our corps has been ordered east. As you can see here, we've been ordered to head in and secure the lower part of the Shenandoah Valley over the mountains. An interesting move. Things seem to be stabilising in Virginia as a whole. Washington looks a bit under threat here, actually. This is a big fight going on here. Can you tell me about it? We've got 101,000 Federals against, now 110,000 Confederates. This could be fairly disastrous. Okay, well, let's see how this one pans out. The war itself is, I'd say, teetering on a knife's edge. The AI may be well on its way to throw this one to Confederates. We're well miles away. We can see it at the end of this battle before we fast forward to see what our core itself is doing. How's it looking now? It's not going well. Numbers remain even, but yeah, it looks to be in the Confederates' favour. I think the Union have so many soldiers. If you look at our strategy, we're down to 41 national morale. It's 25 is the loss point. Fielded men, 541,000. Although Confederates 435, so it's not much really in it. They're not going to be able to really use this numerical advantage most of the time when you're clashing those large numbers together. It's interesting. Casualties again, even Steven. Battles won, very even. Ah, interesting. But we're not really ticking off the things we want to do here. I'll have to see how this one goes. Where is our core? Here. Moving via Portsmouth, Golly Bridge, Louisburg, and over to Buchanan. Maybe we'll make a move on Lynchburg and the Army of the South. Looks like it's a bit of a coordinated push here. We've got another force in the Army of Indiana heading in towards Staunton and Charlottesville. Some might say it's all for naught if we lose the capital. Alright, let's keep the speed up a little bit. I imagine this fight's going to go on a few days. Disaster at Long Bridge. I don't know where that one counts as. Here, we've lost Washington. Uh-oh. What do we get? What did we buy here? Springfields. Okay, I don't need more Springfields. And for, I believe, the second time this war, Washington falls into Confederate hands. That's not going to go down very well. At one point we controlled Richmond. How the tide swings. Washington falls. I think we're about to lose the war. Oh, it's going to be the inglorious career of Alexander Leslie. Just as he's about getting in on the up and up, Major General. The war is going to end too soon. Right, we're still pushing in fine. Oh, AI, what are you playing at? Okay. Yes, another couple of defeats could definitely swing our national morale down and cause us to lose. So Lee's corps is engaged here against the First Corps. Too many first, second, and thirds. It's really hard to keep track. $26. Good, we must have won something somewhere. We are, yeah, definitely teetering though. A couple more defeats and it's all over. Victory! Huzzah! Good. Does that rescue us a little bit? Yeah, we need Washington though. Presumably the AI is going to prioritize that. We saw it in our own playthrough. Victory at the Mississippi. What's happening down here? Which part? I'm not sure. We seem to be kind of... Oh, we lost Covington again. Yeah, I think we may have overreacted with pulling troops to the east. Cairo, you guys don't seem to be doing very much. 65,000 men. Okay, we have mopped up all up here though, which is good. At one point Chicago had fallen for Rebs and we just weren't recapturing it. Okay, looks like it's a Union effort there to secure Washington perhaps. Maybe not. Don't know what Pender's doing up here. I suspect he'll get mopped up fairly soon. Okay, and we are here, just on our way. Good. Hopefully we'll get into some action. Oh. And there you go. And I suppose this is one of the interesting but potential downsides when you're playing a bit part in the war, is that if those in charge don't do a very good job, you're kind of limited about what you can do about it. Especially, I think, having started as a brigade commander, not division commander, I think that really limited our ability to move up and up. And so obviously, the higher you are, the more prestige you can gain per battle, the then easier it is to move onwards and upwards. So yeah, okay, the war is over. Another Confederate victory. Those fools in charge did not use us to the best of our abilities, and we have lost. So by the looks of it, Missouri stayed Union, but Kentucky's going to be in the New South, and yeah, and we are done. I may get a cutscene here, which we'll probably skip over if we get it. Okay, let's have a look at our career then. So we are ranked, we got just onto the leaderboard here, number 49, as Major General Alexander Leslie. Our career highlights, yes, these are all just appointing positions. Flag bearer, yeah, so we had the first battle in June 29th, Battle of Frederick. Then we had the Battle of Washington in August 20th, 1862. Yeah, did we not fight at all in 61? No, we didn't, we just stood in Washington. And gambled. So I think we only fought 4 or 5 times actually. That's when we took divisional command there in May 1963. And the Battle of Covington, probably our finest hour. Let's have a quick inspection of the campaign. So yeah, as things stand, yeah, we've done terribly in Virginia here. Although we did, we had Richmond at one point. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so well, this is going to be a very short video, but I am going to stop this one here. But I want to see some more. So what I think we'll do, and someone had commented on why not I go from the Confederate side as a cavalry commander. So I think we'll give that one a shot next time. I'll start it off again, and I'll skip through the questions, and I'll just come in at the output of that. And we'll come in at Cavalry Commander. I can't decide whether I want to do another grand campaign. I suspect we'll see more action on the Confederate side, because I think you start the war a bit more offensively, or whether we want to do the smaller kind of Eastern focus campaign again. So I'm going to do it as a Confederate cavalryman. I'll probably start at the kind of +1 level this time, so we can hopefully have a bit more of a say in how the war goes. But yeah, let me know if you want to see another one of the Grand Campaign, or if you want to see the spring 1862, I think it is, scenario, which is essentially focused on this bit of the map. Well, actually, I can double check before we go anywhere. Let's go to main menu. Yes. And it's here. No, it's 1861. Oh yes, okay, very start of early war, fine. So yeah, so we could do this smaller scale one, or we could do another full one. Let me know what you think, and then we'll go from there. Wow, what an ignominious end to what was just getting to be a fun career, but there you go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the series, and yeah, we'll get another one going sooner rather than later. So I'll see you then. Cheerio.